So here's the first one.
All right.
Okay?
Go ahead and read it.
Is it unethical when companies don't provide a therapist but take on more assessments? That's the title. Hello, everyone. I've been thinking about some ethical concerns with certain companies, including the one I work for. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. I want to speak up to them and advocate for myself, but I don't know how. It seems like our administration is struggling with timeliness and communication, which results in significant delays in assigning therapists to clients. This means new clients end up waiting for months, which can be frustrating for everyone involved. Parents end up calling me to complain, and I have to basically lie to them. Well, you shouldn't be lying. And are you listening to this?
Yeah.
Lie to them and say that the office is working on it. They probably are working on it. It's tough to see families waiting for essential services while the company takes on new clients without effectively managing the existing workload. Some families end up seeking services elsewhere because of these delays, while others may not feel confident advocating for themselves. I'd love to hear from anyone who has experienced similar challenges and how they handle them. If you have any advice on addressing these concerns with organizations or know of external resources that could offer support, I'd really appreciate your insights. Making sure we deliver timely and effective services is important for our clients' well-being, and I'm committed to finding solutions that uphold ethical standards and prioritize their needs. Thanks for any help or experiences that you share on this topic.
So we don't really know if this person is a tech or a behavior analyst, right? They're just like, they have a specific concern that this company, their company is taking on
too many assessments without being able to provide ongoing therapy.
I mean, that's a legit concern. I mean, and like you said earlier, though, they shouldn't lie to, if you're feeling like you're in the position in your job where you're having to lie, then you need to reevaluate like where that lies. Is it with you?
Yep.
Is it with the person that you're working for? Yep. Like who, and address it.
Yes.
But, a big part of the culture, you would consider it the culture of ABA business, is that most business owners don't take on staff until they have the clients for that staff to work with. And whether you could have an opinion on that, I have opinions on that, but I also was in the situation where that's what I had to do.
Yes.
Because that's where you get the money from, like the billables, right?
Correct.
Or just the service, whether it's private pay or insurance or whatever, right? Like the person's providing the service to get the money, and so you can only have a staff member on payroll for so long without having money to come in to take care of that staff.
Yes. And so it's this kind of circular issue that you have is like, do I get clients before I have a staff, or do I get staff before I have clients? What if I get clients, but I get a whole bunch of evening cases and they don't want evening cases, or we can't support all the evening cases? Should we even do the assessment if we can't take them on? Or is it that we're actively looking for staff to take those evening cases on? And, this is just the way it is, and doesn't necessarily mean it should be this way. But when ABA is in high demand, like it is, and there aren't enough BCBAs or RBTs to take the amount of cases that are out there, I think that this is just going to be the way it is. And then the other issue, like you said, is if we bring on employees and, if you listen to the first one, like, dude, I've been waiting for weeks now to get my first case, right? And they told me, and they're ghosting me. So now we have this situation where, okay, well, I hired the staff, but now the cases that I thought I was going to have for them aren't available at the times that they told me they were, or I had to give them to another employee that's already full-time because they lost a case, or they had to switch cases. There's just a lot of moving parts.
Oh my goodness, like one of the, I guess you would consider it worst case scenarios is that you get like the client and you get the employee, and then one of them quits. Either the employee doesn't show up to work or decides that that's not a good fit and they don't want to work with you at last minute, or the family's like, yeah, never mind, we decide. Either they ghost you or they decide, they let you know, we decide a different avenue or something.
And so,
there's so many moving pieces.
And
but for business leaders, I will say, like, it's really important to have a plan of how many, whether you do clients first or employees first or however you do it, how many people are you going to have on your wait list? And what are you going to do about people who are on your wait list for more than X amount of time?
Correct.